Next one, okay, we have to go through in code analysis. Now, this is going to be the overall, okay, summary of what we have learned here. So every line you have to learn, write it one by one, what is happening. So code analysis, example, okay, I'll give you all the first one in here. X equal input. X equal input, what do you mean by that? Okay, used to obtain users input as string and stored in variable x. Okay, used, we can write that kind of a word. Used to obtain, okay, request users input as string and stored input as string to be used in, we can also write in different wording, to be used in variable x as string. Did you get it? This is line number A wagema. Try to go through one by one. What is this? We call them as code analysis. I'll also do the same thing here in the sideways, so you all will be able to have an idea. So number one, number two, x equal input. Now, a prompt කියලා එකක් කිව්වනේ. බලන්න මේකට. මේ තියෙන්නේ. Enter number. So if I give this word prompt what will happen is the code will why input spelling wrong. Input enter number. Okay, check this out. If I write it like this, it will ask, hey, enter number. May prompt prompt this prompt word is coming in. So like you can enter 50, something like this is the prompt. This will be used in here comes. This is a prompt, okay? The word prompt is here. Like it will ask the user's input. Like that. Okay, go with other values also. Can any one of you give me for second line? Line number 2, what is it? Request users input as variable y to be used in variable y as int. Because as variable y, you request users input to be used in variable y as string. Line number 3, print the value of y as follows. It will be value hyphen 50. Print the value of y. Print the value of y as follows. It will be like this. It will print the text value, and then you have the code. Number 4. Hello everyone. E in A. Okay, let's see what is it. It will return. We have A equal hello everyone. E in A. It will return yes or no, true or false. Okay, return true or false for the return true or false for the character within the variable. In operator. Abhi ek nice start. In. So it will ask and it will say yes or no. It is true कि no. एक output देगा. It will become true. Or you can say return true if a sequence within the specified value is present. Or return true if a sequence with the specified value is true. Number 5, return the uppercase of the specified value. So what is the answer? Mustafa, 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 Mustafa. Line number 6, return the lowercase of the specified value. Don't worry, Mustafa. Don't worry, Mustafa. Line number 6. Right, good, good, good. Harry, let's talk about the other factors. Methanamaliana 789. Okay. You can also write in the next page. Seven. What does this seven says? Okay, splits the given string. Split this given string into list of values. Okay, based on hash character. So the output would be O underscore penny penny kanne kanne. O penny penny kanne kanne unni sonnal in adhe paattu thaan. Okay, right. Money, 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 money. But remember, it will be separated as an individual string. String it was a single one. Now it will be divided based on individually. Okay. Remove the starting and trailing characters. Did I get the word starting, trailing, leading? No? We'll use the word leading. Leading and trailing characters. So this will give you what? It's a space. So space time, it will be, it's a string, no? 200, 135, 135, 99, 432. Return the length of sample to variable. What is the length of sample to variable? Sample to variable 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, create. මේකට අපි box එකක් use create an empty list. අපි ඉගෙන ගමු පස්සේ මොනවද කියලා. E2 int x for x in input dot split. Come on, it should be like this. Copied on this. I'll explain this one. This is little bit important and also huge. So making one of them. We call these as code analysis. You figure it out and learn one by one what is this code. Okay, beautiful, nice. Guys, මෙතන පොඩි inverted commas එකක් දාන්න එක miss වෙලා තියෙනවා. Yeah, the big one. This is 11. Line number 11. I have to give you all in detail what is this code. Others, you all write it and give me a thumbs up. Sir, finished. Good to go. Next one. Shall we go for the next part? Still, we are learning on these codes and everything. Whatever I have explained to you, you all can try it and see in your Python coding. Ogalanda try kala balanda pulong one by one. What are these codes? So I'll be giving you a worksheet also. A worksheet that could then what this code is all about and everything. Okay, let's see what happens in this code and also do a practical afterwards and show it here. First of all, we'll break it down one by one what is this code is all about. T2 is a variable. Okay, T2 is a variable. Okay, T2 is a variable, right? So this variable is using a box bracket. Just now we learned. What do you mean by a box bracket? Variable. Box bracket tag use karat. What does it mean? It is a multi-valued variable. What type of a multi-valued variable? We call it as a list type multi-valued variable. How do they make a multi-valued variable lekak? And the type of that multi-valued variable is list. Okay, nice. Here we have a repetition. It's a repetition. 4 is a repetition. It repeats by taking x value. It takes the value x as input. It takes x as input, but this x input will be by default string. But then yesterday we learned on string conversion. Did you understand? This is a string conversion into int. String conversion into int. 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 So basically what is happening? It is a multi-valued variable. Okay, it takes X number of inputs from the users. Okay, and these inputs will be considered as a string value, and this string will be converted into an integer number by splitting on a case on a command. Convert into a list. Okay, the separator. Separator is the separator. So in this question, the user input 30, 402, 1, 2, 3, 4. 30, 402, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. 30, 402, 1, 2, 3, 4. If this is given as the input, Balanda. Now this is given as the user's input by giving commas, and this will be converted as what? Okay, this is the input. Okay, good. And then what is it? It will become a string. Okay, it is a string input. String in. Then it will be converted into a split. SPLIT. A single integer into a split. 30, 402, 1, 2, 3, 4. But then what happen is it will be individual value. But then what will happen is intex के लिए किनो मत कहते एक everyone will become integer values. So the basic idea in here is when the user inputs couple of series of letters, numbers by commas. Okay, this will run a repetition by converting each and every character wherever they have put a comma. A couple of characters will be converted into an integer number. Will be converted into an integer number. Let me do the code and also show it here. Okay, we'll say here x අපි මේක මම කඩලම කරන්නම්කෝ මේ ඔක්කොම කඩලා කරන්නම්ගේ මේක තිබ්බ එක එහෙම කඩන්න x equal input what will happen here okay if I give you 30 sorry 30 comma 402 comma 123 comma 4 what will happen x equal input if I give it in this way this x will become what a string do you all agreed okay then there is a command called as a split. Now what will happen? It will be separated into different elements. Good. Right. Then there is a command for x in, for y in x. Okay, for y in x. Okay, y equal. Is it equal? Hold on, we should be coding it properly. Okay. I'll say T2 is equal to an empty list for y t in x t2 equal int t. Int t, we should see where is it working. Int t dot append. I hope it should be working. Append. Okay. Int object has no attribute called append. Hold on. අපි මේක constructively කරලා මම එක කඩලා එකට තියෙන එක පෙන්නන්න. First one x equal input. හරිද? So that's 30, 402, 1, 2, 3, 4. ඊට පස්සේ next one is x equal x dot split. That is you divide it based on the comma. මේක තියෙන එකම තමයි I'm doing it again. That will give you this way. Then there is T2 in this form, right? For T in X, T equal int T. T T2 dot append T. I hope it's working. Finally, it's working. Okay, nice. I think code Harry code. Normally teachers doesn't do this, okay? It's too much of work. But then we are doing it. Right. This is the same thing. But under may hammer code we have compiled into one single line. First thing is you have taken input. Now the problem in input is it is taken as a string number. So you have split it comma based on a comma. So wherever you have a split comma, it will become 30, 400 to 1, 2, 3, 4. But the problem is you cannot use for calculation these. These are what string values. So then you use a T2 as an empty list, and then you run a loop, okay, by converting this T value, which is this 30, 400 to 1, 2, 3, 4, into an integer value, and you add it. Append this is conversion. Okay, conversion. Now you might be only understanding a part of this. Why? Because we don't know what is still append done in a tama list done in a, but then add to the list. Add to the list T2. Okay, tama done in a, but then figuring out what is happening. So make it an exact code. So my code example what? Okay, we'll have to figure it out how to decode it. So decoding is the most difficult part, but also interesting. It's like putting all these values into one single line. So the same one single line is now converted into separate lines. Conversion. I'll give you this. We call it as a code analysis. Loop, nothing repetition. Repeat. Repeat the values in variable x. Repeat the values in variable x. These are code create empty list T2. Good. Now only little by little Ulur is in Patanga, no? Because Happy, good to go, good to go. So that's on the different types of variables. Now you all have couple of homework series to go through. Make a karanda pulavagalante. Okay, copy series එක කරන්න. Okay, and also I think there are a couple of. I'll also share you a worksheet. Okay, my worksheet at Dala එකක් දෙන්න. Escape character and multivalued variables will begin on next week, inshallah. We'll set off in there. Next Tuesday, we don't have the Python class, but we will have a paper class discussion. Hopefully, all of y'all will be joining. May Allah bless you. Take care. I know it's getting okay. Now it's getting okay, like packed on, okay, little by little by little. But then, okay, we'll go through with the questions, put the work homeworks, correct, you will be able to figure it out what is happening. We just use the codes and go through in there. So there is nothing to memorize in there. You should know these commands and start coding. So may Allah bless you. Take fine. Okay. So if you guys are an online student of us, okay, online class will join but then exclusively this is yeah, right. Exclusively, this is completely fine. Okay. We are not live streaming this one. Okay. Live stream करो अभी और mid-side sessions and free sessions ठीक है मैं कहने normal okay मगे students वाला करने session नहीं किंदा I didn't want to do it. Hari. It's got that is number one. This session is for the students as well. My mic का उल के लिए किनो समारा है. Hello testing test one test one test one test one. Is my mic is still a problem? Problem. Okay, I guess. And here, all okay, done. Okay, done. Then fine, no? Okay, so this session is for exclusive for the online batch students. Along with that, it is also okay and help support for our Faraday batch students. So you guys, those who are Manadiki and we badges from both the badges, from one from our online classroom and one from our Faraday students. My main session is mainly useful in there. But then okay, from other badges join la tibbot. Natang okay, students those who are not joining our classes also have joined with us now. Make a hagirinde. Obviously, it will be useful because you are going to learn it. However, so today's session we're going to talk about a very important topic, interesting topic known as okay a multi-valued variables. So again, exclusive for Candy and online batch students la. Colombo or else from revision classes, Natang those are non-IT students or pay students who are not coming to our classes. If you're like listening to the lecture, completely uh, fine. Good. Right. So let us begin with the session in there. Good. Okay. Good to be. So this is the section that we're going to start, page number 66. Okay, I skipped this escape character. We'll complete couple of sections and then we'll come for this escape character. Okay, in a while. Online students, especially Candy students, that I gave this as a homework, if I'm correct. Okay, page number 62. I have given them as a homework for you all to do it and come. So make a recording, I will also upload in our WhatsApp group. So check it out from there. So it's a homework. So my homework discussion. So Candy students that we did up to this. Can you remember we took 1 day class and we did make a homework discussion. I have it. I'll also upload it along after this session. And then okay, we are skipping this part called as escape character because this section is not that important, or else it's better if you learn other materials and come here. Okay, it's like everything is connected. So we'll skip this part. Today's session I'm planning to complete on the section called as multivalued variables. Okay, tuple, dictionaries, sets, okay, summary, and the control structures. So planning to complete up to control structures in account. We are going to do the session in there because lots of the stuff we are supposed to learn today. Okay, and we can focus more in past papers from our upcoming classes. Right. What do you mean by this multi-valued variable? Okay, what do you mean by the term multi-valued variable. Okay, a variable is like this kind of a container. Okay, well, give an introduction about this, page number 66. Good. A variable is simply like a container. Will you do this session again for the physical class students? Yeah. Reduce on students that I will be doing it. I will be also sharing the recording. Okay. A variable is something like this container, okay, which can hold a value. Something like this. Okay. I'm just holding it in there. So if I do have around 3 more markers in there, I need 3 more containers to hold this data. If I'm correct, variable is like this kind of a container which will hold a value. Okay, usually this value can be a marker, it can be a pencil, it can be eraser, it can be a ruler, or it can be anything. Okay, similarly, a data type, it can be an integer, float. Okay, we can have it as a string. What if, okay, we call it as a multi-valued variable? Multi-valued variable is like this. Okay, in a one single variable, I'm holding many markers. Did you get the concept in there? A single valued variable like integer, string, tuple, sorry, integer, string, and float. It's a single valued variable which you can hold only one single value. A multi-valued is something like this. We have a container kind of a thing where in one variable I can hold many values, different type of things. I can have markers, I can have this kind of an item. Okay, I can have particulums, I can have tipex, I can have pencils. So basically, what is this multi-valued variable? So obviously, you all know the advantage. Okay, you might, when you compare these two, you might understand the advantages. It holds only one memory, one data value. It holds multiple data values. It's like buying, okay, it's like a combo package. Okay, rather than buying as a one individual component, you buy a set of values in there. So this one takes more memory, this takes the same amount of memory and hold many data in it. Okay, good. Right, so this is what the multi-valued variables are. Now these multi-valued variables can be in different form. So there is the kind of differences in there. So what are the different types of multi-valued variables? Okay, how they differ one to each other? Why are we using it? Where they will be used? Okay, we are going to learn in there. What are the advantages? How can we play with the game? And everything I'll be doing on it. Yes, this session is also been recorded. You will be getting the recordings in our respective groups. All good to go. Understood? Clear? Simple? Yes. Nice. Beautiful. Okay. So let's begin with our multi-valued variable. Page number 66. Okay. In page number 66, there is something called mutable and immutable. We'll talk about that in a while. Let's start off with a list. So the first type of multi-valued variable we are going to learn is a list. A list is, okay, a collection of data values. Okay. Simply like we can assume like many variables in one single variable, mapped to a single variable. Many values are mapped to a single variable. We call it as what? Okay, we call it as a list. Right. So how can you create a list? Okay, how can you create a list? How can you put values to a list in there? Good. So page number 66. Good. A list will look like this. Okay, a list will have a variable. Okay, we will have a variable name. It should have a variable name because the list name should be there. We use a box bracket to denote the values. Usually a variable will have only one value, but a list will have many values. It can be in different forms of value. For an example, I can say X, okay, box, I can say 2, 2, 2.0. See, I have all three different types of data values. One as an integer, one as a string, one as a float. I can have anything. Remember, when it's integer, when it's a string, the double brackets is important, and then we have an integer value here. This is what we call it as a list. A list is something like this. You can have any number of values. Simple as it is. These lists can be created. So how can you create a list? You can create it by giving a box brackets, or you can refer it. You can say something called as x equal list kiladala x kila. So you can say list x kila natam y equal list x kila. Menna me vidiyata you can create a list, and you can also create it by an empty list also. These lists, if you come across, they are mutable. They are mutable. What do you mean by the word mutable? You can change it. Okay, changeable. Okay, the interesting topic about a list is you can change it. Like how? You can take this one out, you can take this one out, and you can put something new completely in. So list kavilla, we can change it as we wanted. Okay, we can change it as we wanted. How can you change it? Lista indexed. Okay, now how to change it? So they are being indexed. What do you mean by the word indexed? Okay, example, if I assign a list x equal 2, 3 kilagatot, meata index value kakkino. The index of this is 0. Meage index ekavila 1. So each and every value, like a string, do you all remember? A string karna gotta kare, been having each and every characters are being indexed so that we can pick it one. So a vidiyatama tamai, this list are being indexed, so they are going with index number 0, index number 1. If you want to change it, changeable kila if I say x, okay, x box bracket 0, 10 kila okay, the new list will become like this, 10, 3. Did you get the idea? Got the idea in there? Number one, you can create a list by using a box brackets. So what is the advantage of this? Rather than having a variable to store 2, rather than having a variable to store 3, rather than having a variable to store 10, what we do, okay, we put all the values into a single variable. We use a box bracket to denote that variable. Okay, when a variable like a list have been indexed. What do you mean by indexed? Since it has multiple values, they have been indexed with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They are changeable. You can change it. How can you change it? You can say X and the list index number. If you tell the index number and the new value, it will be updated. Okay. We can also create multi, okay, dimension list. What is this multi-dimensional list? You can have nested list also. Nested list. Example, list ke attule tava list something like this. You can have a list. Inside that list, we can have another list. This is, we call it as nested list. Okay. Now, how do I call that values? How they have been indexed? Make a common index. Okay. How this is been indexed? It's like this. 2, 3, 10, minus 1, 2, 10. How they have been indexed like this. Meag index 0, meag index 1. Meag index this is 3. Meag index 4. Sounds fair? If I want to print minus 1, this is meag index 3, 0. Meag index 3, 1. Meag index 3, 2. It's like indent. Index index. Nested list. Nested in the sense list to look in or list on. Inside normally a list will have, like, how can I take it? Okay, like there is a container. A container එකේ ඇතුලේ තව container එකක්, something like this. It has a container already. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು container ಉಂಟು. So I have two containers in one single variable. A list can have multiple value. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ එක value එකක් කියලා තව list එකක්. See here, this part. Normally, this is how a list will be. Box bracket 2 something in this value. Here, check this out. There is another list inside this list. Nested කියලා. Because this is the third index එකේ. Third index එකේ first zeroth element. Third index එකේ first element. Third index එකේ second element. List can contain duplicates. You can have duplicate entries also. You can have duplicate entries also. Next one, list can use inbuilt function. What are these inbuilt function? You can use some kind of functions to do a work. List, sort, lin, append, pop. We will learn this. Pop. Ita passe. What else? Pop. We have add, remove, extensively. These are inbuilt functions you can. So we can name it as also true also, right? Hana, name it, Citizen. I didn't understand. What do you mean by the term name it? Hold on. It should be two, no? Sorry. This is not three. How did you get three? This should be two. Sorry. This is two. Okay. 0, 1. This should start with 2. This is 3. Second element के 0th index. Second element के first index. Second element के second index. Check this out. Understood? Clear? Sounds good. Nice. Beautiful. Thank you, Hannah. Thank you. So explain the second row, second column again, that part. So immutable means not changeable. Mutable ke liye changeable, immutable se not changeable. Okay. What is this nested part ke liye? You already have an index. You have already a list is there. Okay. Inside that list, we have another list. So normally the list will go with index 0, 1, 2, 3. Tane. Okay, I'll do a practical. Inside that, we have another list. We have to refer it in there. We'll do a practical. You'll have an idea how this goes on. Great questions, doubts. So 10 equal 10. We'll see. Shall we do a practical? Shall we go through a practical? You guys are doing still? करना था हमें. अरे करने दो. Okay, just type it down. Many of the places they don't have power, no? On Gila generator Hadala generator was not working after a long time. Okay, oil dala, okay, petrol dala, soltron dala, okay, had to charge the battery and everything. Why two? Within a parenthesis, we can have different types of data. Yes, Hana. Parenthesis is different. Brackets, no. Bracket used, no, it's a tuple. So be careful on that. Zero and four. For the zeroth index, I'm changing the value 10. Replacing. For the zeroth index, I'm changing the value 10. Okay, well, we'll do questions. You will have an idea. Replacing. Now, x equal to, that's the same concept in there where you do use it. So we can store multiple data types in a single variable. Yes, that's what a list is all about. Right. Meanwhile, you guys are doing, I'll also go through and quick segment about this list also. Okay, good. Hope you all can see the screen, no? Look around or the I will, you don't need to know window look size font change font edit take it here font. Hmm. Okay. I'm unable to find preferences. 29. All done. Okay. So let's take it on. X equal 5. Y equal to, we'll say ICT. Y equal to, okay, ICT. And Z is equal to 5.3. Now, these are three different variables which hold three different values. Done. Okay, good. Right? Okay. The next step is what if I can combine all the values into a single variable? What are the benefits? If you put everything into a single variable, you can save lots of memory rather than having separate cubicles. Okay. Rather than having separate cubicles in there, what if I can put all of them into a single variable? That's the advantage in there. Okay. So same thing, we are going to do it in here. So what I'm going to do it in that? Okay. What I'm going to do it in terms in there. So what I'll do it is I'll put everything into a single list. So my list. And then I use this bracket 5 comma ICT comma 4.3. But remember, string is special. To tell that this is a string, we use double or single inverted commas. Now this is a simple list. If I wanted to change this ICT into accounting now, I can change it. How can I change it? I have to say that, hey, in this list, check the second item. What is the second item? ICT. What is the index of that? 1. In this list, the first element එක නැත්නම් first index එක change it as okay icon, change it as icon, right? So what will happen is I will replace I will replace this first index, which is ICT. Why is the 1 is here? Because this starts with 0. 0, 1, 2. So the first index I'll replace with icon. Now if I say what is my list kilowatt, it will say 5 icon and 4.3. Got the concept? Tirnad? Understand? Understand? Okay. What is the next thing we learned in there? Okay, putting another list in. What if instead of 4.3, I'll put my date of birth there? So I can say my list. What is my index? 0, 1, 2, 2. Okay, in here. So it can be either single or double. Yeah. For string, it can be either single or double. My method, my date of birth is 02059998. So I will put like this. One single string. Now, I'm make a venom 2, 2, 5, 1998. Right. Now, what? Leading zeros. Okay, we have to remove the leading zeros. Hold on. My list 2. Okay, nice. 2, 0, 5, 1998. Zero leading zero has no value. Yeah, true. Okay, 2, 5, 1998. Okay, now if I ask what is my list, if I ask what is my list, I have 5, I have icon, and then there is another list in here. Make a haifa, we call it as a nested list. If nested if sorry, nested list. List ke tava list ka. You have a list, and inside that there is another list, and that list has 3 elements. Did you get the item? Now I wanted to print 1998. So how can I say printing? I can say print my list 0, 1, 2. If I say 2, it will print, okay, it will print 2, 5, 1998. But I wanted to print 1998. Second index k 0, 1, 2. Did you get the concept? Around 1998. If I put it as a single string, it will be a single value. It's a single string in there. You can put it as a single string also, completely fine. No problem. If I put it as a single string, it will work. Got the concept in there? Megatamai, we call it as the list. All good to go? All good to go. Nice, beautiful. Okay. We have to do these questions also. I mean, questions take care of. I'll complete all 3 and then we'll come for the question. I'll give a small break. Questions take care of. All good to go, good to go, good to go, good to go. Perfect. This is list. Now, if this is changeable, then comes another person whom we cannot change. Same exact rules and regulation. The only different it will come is he is not changeable. Everything is exactly same. Okay. The only factor is we cannot change him. Then comes the tuple. Tuples are exactly same as variable name. We use a normal brackets like 2, ICT, 5.3. Value, no. X equal, say variable name. value 1, comma, value 2, comma, value 3. Okay, good. This is how we go through. Here, tuples are immutable. What do you mean by immutable? We cannot change. Our first one, I did it like for an example in the first list. Mama will listen to Maurukula Giani, make him a he will say, me, Atal Dinnato, and you can't change it. Okay. Tuples can hold duplicate entries. Tuples can contain duplicate values. What do you mean by the word duplicate values? Same values you can see in a tuple. So same value like for an example, x equal 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 3, 4, 2, 1. Similar values. Duplicate entries puluva. Tuple can have duplicate entries. You can create a tuple in 3 different ways. You can create a tuple using x bracket danda puluva. People who do have network issues, I would recommend you to end the session. When you all have a proper internet connection, come and join. Way, it will be difficult for me to also explain it here. It's kind of a hassle. So recording with after the session. Okay. You can create it using a normal brackets. You can also just type the values by giving. Okay, you can just type the values. You don't need to put any brackets. So you can write it with brackets. You can write it without brackets, or you can say tuple kila. So 3 ways we can create a tuple. You can create it by a normal brackets. Without brackets, if you just keep on putting the values also, it will become a tuple. Or normal brackets dala tuple kila keyword. Tuple kila keyword, he will become a tuple also. Okay. Tuples are indexed. Same feature. Okay. Tuples are indexed. 2, ICT, 5.3. Tuple also can have multi-values also. Like ID, like explain karandu 0, 1, 2. Tuples can use inbuilt functions. We can use a couple of inbuilt functions in a tuple. Lin, index, count, functions. Now, the previous we learned on sorting, we learned on append, we learned on pop, add, move, remove, you can't change it. Not change. No change. So why are putting 0, 1, 2? Where did I put? 1, 2. These are the index. Okay. Last class string index that up and down and all those things. Why is index to identify a value? Index are used to identify values. So you use this index to identify values. Tuples also can have multi-valued values. The only thing in tuple is you can't change it. Once it's fixed, you can't change it in there. That's the only thing in a tuple. Got the concept? How was the night session that day? People who joined with us, we had around 60, 70 students were there till the last moment. Okay, what it was? Shall I do another session like that? Okay, good. Tuples are same like list, but tuples are immutable. The difference is you can change and you cannot change. That's the main difference. And how you show it, a box bracket and a normal bracket. Okay, Puluantarang get the benefits. Try to learn in there. Okay, Puluantarang try to learn. Do not wait until spoon feed karanna cheyandipa. Okay, try to get as much as possible. Many of y'all requested on laws. I'll try to do a session in laws also. சார் நான் சும்மாவே படிக்க மாட்டேன், நான் சும்மாவே தூங்க மாட்டேன், அதுக்கு படிச்சாலும் பரவாயில்ல. We'll see. Networking, many of you are requested. Okay, IP addressing and everything. I'll try to do a session. Okay, good. Again, these things, Python is not hard. You all remember what did we learn in our last online session? Night session. When you don't know the technologies, when you don't know the concepts, you feel it hard. Python last week, api operating system week operating system kara, and we were able to do questions. Many of y'all did it. Okay. Why? Because you all know the concept. Once you know the concept, that's not hard. When you don't know it only, it becomes hard. So Prashni is not with the question, it's with you. So correct yourself, you'll be able to go through. For tuples, we can't use box bracket. If you use box bracket, it will become a list. Now, nice. May they up so will these things ask in question? Yes, pa. Make a my question. So the most important part. Okay. Now, may they came you the main difference is you have changed and you cannot change. That's the main thing. No? Right. This will have lots of values. Next thing is if you wanted to find a value, it will be difficult. Did you get the idea? Okay. If I wanted to search a value, specific value, I wanted to search the date of birth in that list. It's hard. Okay. I wanted to search the total in the list. It's hard. Now, in this, searching becomes difficult. So what we do it is we have some labels, sticky notes. Okay. We keep sticky notes. So what I'll do it is I will have a sticky note here. I will have a sticky note. So I'll keep some sticky notes in this way so that I know these are specific values. Something like that. So index with a box bracket in tuple. Yeah, both box bracket. The index is always called in box bracket. Okay. So what we do with the next thing is we are learning on a next spectrum of identifying each and every value. Since this container has a lots of value, I have no I don't know how many values are there here. I don't know a specific value. So what we can do it is we'll label these values. A container, it's a variable having multiple values now, list or tuple. These list or tuple doesn't have label for a variable values. Like you just simply store the value 5, 10, 15, 20 ICT. Now, what is ICT? What is 5? What is 4.3? What if we put labels? Label karo te value sticker. ඒකට කියනවා අපි dictionaries කියලා. A dictionary is similar to a dictionary is similar to a tuple and a list, but it's in a hybrid version where you have label for each and every values. That label is something like this. Okay, a dictionary holds a pair of key and a value. Dictionary holds a pair of key and a value. For an example, if I wish to create a dictionary, I have to say the key colon value. We'll say variable name bracket key colon value, key colon value, key colon value. So we have a key that means the label. Key කියලා label එකක්. Example, let's say X. Okay, I said 5. I'll say total. Okay, I'll say admission number, AD number. Now that is my 5. Did you get the idea? I said ICT, that's the subcode. Subject, ICT. I said 4.3, I'll say the Z score. Now, did you all get the concept in there, 4.3? Remember, wherever you get a text, it should be inverted commas. Sorry, balanda. Make a putdak haridi kela balagamu. Putdak in there. Nice. Okay, good. Variable name, key value, key colon value. So admission number is the key colon value, subject ICT Z score. Nice. So if it's a string, it needs to have an inverted commas. Nabiha, it's a rule. We have learned the rule, no? And the rules we learned it. Okay. String means it's a text. A text will be written within inverted commas. Got the idea concepts? Okay. So what is this key? What is the value? Admission number colon 5. 115254. Here, this is the key and this is a value. Next one. Keys are unique. Values can be duplicated. Values can be duplicated. Dictionary are mutable. You can change it. How can you change it? Dictionaries are mutable. You can change it. Example, if I have x1 colon 101 comma 2 colon 102 110 I wanted to change it. Okay, I wanted to change it. I can say x bracket 1. I can say 000. So what will happen? It will become 1000 comma 2 110. Same concept. Change karanda full. In here, we don't say the index. Instead, we say what? The key. Key. So you tell by the key. So can I change the key? Can I duplicate? No, you cannot. You have to remove the key. Key එක මාරු කරන්න බෑ. You have to remove the key. Dictionary aren't indexed. Dictionary aren't indexed. Zeroth index, second index, third index, fourth index. Why? Because that's why we have keys. Okay. We don't have it in that way. That's why we have keys in there. Create a dictionary. You can create it by simply saying X curly brackets, or you can say dict dictionary uses some has some inbuilt inbuilt functions. What are those functions? You can have values, keys, clear, update I'll update. Update will also have update too. Happy? Understood? This is under dictionary. So in general, dictionaries are not indexed like the list and tuple. Instead, dictionary are given with a label for the values. Like if there are 10 values are there, you can give labels for each and every values. If there are 10 labels, you can give, okay, 10 values now, you can give dictionaries for the values. Okay. Yeah, update is there. Update function is there. Good afternoon functions update. I can update is almost like changing the one. So in general, you use curly brackets to denote a dictionary. Okay. Dictionary holds two components. One is the key, colon, value. Okay, for the value, we are giving a label. In list and tuple, we don't know what is 5. We don't know what is ICT. We don't know what is 4.3. But now dictionaries are more descriptive. We can tell what is 5. We can tell what is ICT. We can tell what is 4.3. So each and every pair has a key and a value. Dictionaries can be changed. Keys are unique. You cannot duplicate key. Like admission number, you can only have one key. You cannot have it in another one. Okay. And then you can also change it by giving the keys. Dictionaries are not indexed. Indexed zeroth index, first index, second index. Okay. When you do these questions, like everything is relatable or related to dictionaries also. Can we copy down this too? Indexed zeroth index, first index. Guys, can't be spoon feeding for everything, eh? Then material index की लगातार करेंगे कि Using the key, you can change the value. See, this is how change. Update values. Now, if this is the dictionary we have, you tell the key and the new value. Updated value. Yes, exactly. Great. Okay, nice. So a quick explanation about this dictionary is also nothing or put the confusion that way. So when you have, I'll say again x equal to 5. I'll say x equal to Riyas. Okay, good. And y is equal to, I'll say, okay, I'll say 5.5, so 6.1. Now, I can combine both of them into a tuple, like my list, and I can put both. But then I have no idea what is this Riyas and what is this 6.1. Okay, this we don't know. But you can create a dictionary, okay, and you can put both of them together inside. You can say a label called name, colon, Riyas. Remember, whenever you come across text other than the keywords of Python, use inverted commas. Then I can say height 6.1. Remember, this height is text, English text, so we'll use it in the curly brackets. Nice. If I say my dictionary and if I say name, sorry, my dictionary, inverted commas name. Allah, hold on. My dictionary, my dict name key. Hold on. Did I mark it everything? I'm just giving a word, my dictionary key. That's it. Hari ne razi ne okko. Put back in a hurry. Okay, done. Print works. Ah, I don't know where did it come. Maybe I didn't use the print command. Maybe. Okay. Right. So my dictionary. Now I can say, hey, height का क्यों नहीं height बोलता क्या normally किया 6.1. So rather than using okay like unlabeled values, you can label it in there. Label kala. Why I'm using the word my, you can normal them. Okay. So instead of text, can we write it as x comma y in brackets? Can write. You can also change it. Okay, my dictionary. You can say here, I'll change the name maybe to Fayas. So now if I say what is my dictionary, name is Fayas, height is 6.1. We also have inbuilt functions. Now you can also call it by telling, hey, my dictionary dot keys. It will give you, hey, these are the keys in there. My dictionary dot values. These are inbuilt functions. Okay, you can use useful tips again. It will give you all the values. If I say keys, it will display all the keys in that dictionary. If I say values, it will display all the values in that dictionary also. How is it? Nice, beautiful. Okay, so that's under dictionary. Now, list iganagatta, tuple lekhat iganagatta. Then we come across the next one called as sets. Set is clear again, it will clear basically, clear all the values. You can clear it. Okay, next one is a set. A set is least used in your exams, so least famous set set is an unindexed values. Sets are unindexed. So there is no index. Sets doesn't contain duplications. Sets doesn't contain duplication. So how can I create a set kilogata? It's the same bracket, but simply just the values. The speciality of a set is it will not have what? Duplications. List can have duplication, tuple can have duplication, sets will not have duplication. Sets will not have duplication. That's the specialty. So they are not indexed. So we know specifically this is the value. Sets doesn't contain any duplications in there. Sets are mutable. You can also change a set depending on it. Okay, the older and the new one. Okay, sets are mutable. You can also change it. You can create a set using sets function. Set function use color you can have. Should be sets skill again on it. Set function. So this way you can create an empty set. Okay. Sets uses some inbuilt function such as update and remove. Sets are unknown. Sets very rare that we use it. Sitzwiller, the older one. Frozen set that is you can change it, but some you cannot change. So it has up and down. You can use a function called add is there. Unsorted के लिए क्या है? Cannot contain duplications या डुप्लीकेट unique के लिए क्यों? Sets usually frozen set immutable state. So we'll have it as immutable. The frozen set among that's immutable. Sets are immutable. Cannot change. Okay. You can use lin also can be used. Make sits are immutable cannot change, but you can add them. But can add them remove values. Lin के लिए length. Yes, 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 yes. I'll do sets again overall. So in that two, comma. Should be comma, right? Okay, good. Shall we try a practical? Balu. First one, it's a set. Okay. Sets are similar to tuples and list. The only difference is a tuple can have duplicates. Like example, you can say sorry, 2 comma 2 comma 2 comma 2 comma. We can have simply a tuple with only twos. Okay. But then sets on other hand, okay, what it does, it will, okay, remove duplicates. Now, if I have assigned a set with a brackets, curly brackets without a key and a value, okay, and if I enter 2, 2, 2, 2, okay, and this becomes a set, and if I ask to print the set, it will only keep 2. That's a set. A set is similar to a tuple on a dictionary, a tuple and we can say a tuple and a list, but the only difference is, okay, sets are unique. Okay, it doesn't have duplicate entries. You cannot change the value. Now, for an example, now may value okay, for an example, we'll update it. Okay, I wanted to change the value. You can also add values to a list. You can say x dot add, I'll say 2 3 4 5 6. එකක් දන්න බලම අපි මෙහෙම දාමු one argument තමයි යන්න පුළුවන්. So I can add one by one. Okay, so 2 comma 5 x dot add 10 x dot add 11. Sorry. Okay, pin any. Okay, good. Right, let's take it. X equal to, okay, I'll say a list 2 comma 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 2. Now, if I save it as a list and if I say print x, simply it will print all the values and it can have duplicates. But then set is a little bit different from a list and a tuple. The speciality of that is my set kilikiana, okay, it won't have duplicate entries. Example, let's assume like this. Okay, it will remove all duplicate entries. That's the speciality of a set. Set will simply remove duplicates. You cannot change a value. For an example, in list, I can say, hey, 0th index එක මට 0 කරන්න. So it will become 0. I can change the value. But lists are not indexed. So I cannot say my set 0th element make it as 0 කියලා කිව්වොත් ඌගේ අම්මට අවුඩු මේක කරන්න බෑ ඵලයන්ඩෝ යන්න කියලා. Sets object doesn't support item assignment. You cannot change a value in a set, but you can add and remove value from a set. Okay, you can remove it. You can say my set dot remove, maybe I'll say 64. I can say my set dot remove, I can say 2. If I say my set 64 and 2 will be not there. Initially, we had 64, we had 2, we had 3, 4, 5, 452, 2000, 23,244, 45, 23, and 242, 4,223. But then I can remove values and add values from a list. Lists are not indexed. Sorry, sets are not indexed. So you don't call it like this. It's not indexed. You can add and remove. I think clear works the dannine balamo. Clear works. Clear kilikina, you can delete everything. Simply. So clear එකක් දාලා තිබ්බොත් අර set එකේ clear වෙනවා clear දැම්මද? Clear දාලා නැහැ. Clear. Add a clear also. Happy? Understood? Understand? Then we come into the summary of what we have learned so far. All okay? Mariamuna's okay? Done questions? Now, did you understand on set? Set is similar to a list and a tuple. The only difference is it will use a curly bracket. It will not have duplicate entries. It is not indexed. Okay. And it is also not ordered because it doesn't sort by unsorted. Okay. It's not ordered by default. Okay. And then you cannot alter the value, but you can add and remove values. Next one is next one is going to be the summary. So mutable ke liye can change. Can we change list? Changeable. Mutable ke liye can change. Yes, no. Can we change? I cannot change keys, but I can change values. Set I cannot change. I can add and remove. Add and remove. Ordered, that is 0th index, first index, second index. This is ordered, this is ordered, this is not ordered, this is ordered. None. Okay, sorry, we'll take the ordered part as sorted. Ordered as sorted, sorted by default. Not sorted, not sorted, not sorted, not sorted. Sorted, ascending on, descending by default. Indexing, 0th index, first index, second index. This is index, this is also index, this is not index, this is also not index. Duplicates. Keys cannot be duplicated. Values can be duplicated. No, strictly no. Constructor, we use a box brackets. We use a normal bracket. We use a curly bracket with a key and a value. And then we use a normal curly brackets. Add-ons, you can use len, add, remove, append, pop, sort. Here you can say len, add, remove karanda ba, sort karanda ba. We can say index, count, kind of here keys, values, clear, update, here update, add, update use karna add the use len, clear, add, remove. You will understand these only when you do questions. Those exercise so we'll do the exercise also. Exercise you will understand. Sliding ranging. Range. What is this range, sir? From 0th index to 5th index. From 0th index to 10th index. Puluang, ba. Ranging. When it is indexed, you can do it. The starting value, ending value, can you remember we did? Happy. Mark it down, we'll see. Add-on के लिए क्या है inbuilt functions, inbuilt commands. Hana, if needed, I'll upload it. No worries. Upload करना issue करना है नहीं. Exams are coming around the corner. Study well properly. I'll try to do a networking session as soon as possible. Maybe on addressing and stuff. We'll find a holiday and we'll do a session. So try to do class subnet B. First of all, get prepared with class C. Okay. The simple rule again, there is nothing like hard. The only thing is you don't know. Hard is different from you don't know. So that's two things. Seriously, nothing is hard. Simply you don't know. Nice, no? Okay. Then okay, okay, the thing is you don't know. That's the only thing. Okay, so class A la method is same like B. Yes, but class A is also a kind of same thing in there. I'll do a subnetting. Subnetting, it's a full session, like again 3 to 4 hours away. So I'll try to do on a day where which I'll be free. Next day, nang I can't wake up. Okay, 3 o'clock standing up and doing a session, especially all the lights and dala. Okay. In the I will try to schedule it. Is there any POE or anything is coming on the month of June? The holiday June. So getting taller is hard. Short people doesn't go to heaven, ma. Do you know that? Yeah. We'll do questions, okay? Make questions exercise stick करना को तो करना तेरे में का मारू ना है, but very simple baba type question है तो. Okay. Now mutable and immutable. Look at him. Then there no the mutable लेकर first take it किलो दोनों तो तेरे नहीं. So mutable के लिए क्या है? Means we can change. Okay. Yeah. Things we cannot change. Right. What are the things that we can change in there? We can change Namira's laugh, okay, Sham's attitude. We can basically change it. A game list can be changed, tuple can be changed, dictionary also change. Okay. Set taker and then remove. So it's not changeable. Immutable you cannot change. Int cannot be changed. Change के लेकिन update कराना है. String cannot be changed. Float cannot be changed. Sets cannot be changed. Tuples cannot be changed. Couples name couples. Okay. Our Farhat height cannot be changed. Okay. Maria Muna's doubts cannot be changed. அதெல்லாம் வந்து வரும். எப்பயும் வந்துட்டே இருக்கு. Yeah. Changed in it. Things that we cannot change. So int, string, float, set cannot be changed, and tuple we cannot change it. Update karanda ba. These are changeable and not changeable. Happy. Right. So make it changeable and not changeable. The Meokuma, everything will be connected when it comes to the past paper questions, especially. Okay, when you are trying to do past paper questions, everything will come into a connecting. So why tuple in both? Tuple method in hold on. List and dictionaries. Integer cannot be changed. The integer has to be replaced. You can't change it. Like 455, you can only change 4. You have to replace it totally. Like this set only. Booster pack was uploaded. Okay, so starting, what's the other one? String float, FLOAT, float. Then the actual Python will be interesting because next class will be past papers yeah, float. So this is under the concept of multi-valued variables. Nice, beautiful. Okay, now this is going to be also homework for y'all where y'all are supposed to do this. Create an empty list. Okay, determine the data type. For an example, make ogalanda search kalagandat puluwa make ogalan karanda. How to create an empty list? You can say like this. How to determine the type? You can say type function. Okay, how to access a specific element from a tuple? Empty tuple, no? Tuple lekakta mihim. How to specify and take a specific value? You can say number 1, index number 5, number 2. A specific kikak you can access in there. How to check if a value exists in a tuple? So you can say A in X. So you all can go through in there. Make next session that's how I'm giving a homework for y'all to do it on your side. Put this research it's interesting. Make definitely. So this is kind of okay. This is going to be a homework where you're supposed to do a small research and learn. So then only you just keep on learning the things that you have learned. So make it we come across in it. Okay, this is how we go through in there. So make done. So make in the you will be going through make it sit and do a small research and study little by little by little. Okay, done. Next thing, okay, we'll should be starting off with the control structures. Mame control structure I'll end our session for today. Okay, for loop I'll start in the I'll do it also in extra class at Dalakarana makeup. Okay. Maybe on a Wednesday we will be able to meet again. For loop ekat karla theory diki vera kala dena taggala. Few more things are there. For loop and functions and everything. So I'll go with this part in there. It'll take another 10-15 minutes now. Okay. Page number 71, control structure. Now we are learning on exactly how to convert this Python script pseudocode into a Python. So just be careful on this factor only. Remember, you use simple commands A greater than B, and to say that, hey, below this there are a couple of statements, you use a colon there. So make it a okay. Indent karala print A else colon indent karala liyandoni. If you exit the indentation, that's endif. We don't show endif in Python. You exit the indentation, that becomes endif. Exit the indentation for endif. That's what we come across. Exit the indentation for endif. A equal to 10, exactly same way. This is the Python script. B equal to 20, exactly. Colon must be entered. Indent karandone to say that this is a command below if, this is a command below else, and you exit the indentation. We don't say end if, we just exit it. Okay, we have another one. Let's see how to write a script for this one. Again, it's the exact same thing. No, it's in the next page. The next page A equal to 10, B equal to 20, C equal to 30. If A greater than B, we have another if. So write it in. B greater than C. This statement is below this second if. So indent it. This else is below this if. If you want to show end if, just exit it. අපි මෙතන exit කරොත් මෙතනට આવොත් this is end if. මෙයාව exit කරොත් you will come across else. So that line only matters. Print C. So what happens in here is usually, okay, අපි මේ end if part එකට if I keep the cursor here, that's end if. We don't write end if in there. In Python, we don't write it. So this part is end if. End if we exit the indentation. Okay, if the code is going like this and you suddenly come out and you go, this part is exit. Make exit now. Exit exit part. Clear? I'll show it shall. Okay, code so exit karan. See the lining, light it properly. Pressing the enter button. Yes, can take it. This is nested else part. Make a just need to know the command. That's it. Command. What about this? Let's take A equal to 10, B equal to 20, C equal to 30. If A greater than B colon, whatever the things inside B should be written as indentation. So the Python knows it's a command from there. Else, and then there is an if. You can combine these two together like elif. You have else, A ke pallaya. I'll just write this one also. Print B else colon is important. Print C. Okay, end if and end. The same command you can also combine and write it. You can say elif. You can say it as elif kila. So you can combine it. Else and if together, elif kila combine. If you just write else without elif, is it wrong? Uh, if you just write else without elif, if it's else, the command will ask, what is the next part? It is doesn't mean wrong. If the script it's wrong. To like compared for this script and this one, it's wrong. But then a lift space okay, that depends on the script. You can't say whether is it correct or wrong. Like if there is no commands after else, then no problem. But if there is command after else, then you have to put it. Check for the indentations properly. Okay, a normal visualization will say like this. Check this out. This is if this is the yes part. Indent random. This is else. And this is the no part. If you write something below, this is in diff part. Check for the indentation. Okay, check for the indentation. Exit to not it's end if. We don't write end if, so we show it using exit. This is how if and else goes on. And then remember colons. Wide. Yes, Rahma, you drop us a message after the class. I'll arrange you. Your paper, merit papers and booster papers are almost ready. Okay. Booster pack, I think I also uploaded the next pack in our free group or free revision discussion group. Physical class, for instance, you are getting it printed. Do those papers and bring it tomorrow. Keep working harder. Okay. Things are getting heated up. Okay. Fire is like things are getting heated up. Then it will be easy for you all if you all really wanted to achieve something. Okay. Thing what I wanted to tell you all is okay, in ages you all can achieve. Okay, for you in your age, if you want to achieve something, okay, and that is this result. This result is something like an achievement, like a game में आपको क्या था you're participating in a football match. You have to score the goal at that time. Practice वाला करला done है, okay. You have to score the goal in that match. Then only, okay, it's really it's worth it. Worth it. A goal like Gahanra, you have to practice it. So similar same way in there. If you want to achieve something in this stage of your life, that is this result. Okay, score well. Okay, that will give you definitely lots of changes will happen. Okay, changes will happen in there. So if you start study at June for April, can you take a why you are waiting some kind of an akat or something to start it at June? Okay, and so the nakat auspicious time on the to start your A levels and do it in there. Already late. I'll very so shall I start in June? Okay. Okay. Sumahe late either higide. So is it must to use a lift? That's why I gave you Hafsa. We have both. You can write it without a lift. You can write it else and if. Both the ways you can use it. Example a question now what you have to figure it out. There is another more new chapter, database is coming in. That's also deeper concepts are there. Database lessons are coming in. Should finish Python by this week, especially for online and physical class students. Next week, I can take yeah, June, well, if I can do past papers and stuff, June mid, I will be able. Database is going to be hard. That's what Raja. Hard is there is nothing like hard. You don't know. That's right. And that's nice, no? Okay, there is nothing like called as hard. Simply you don't know. So what if elif were used and it was out of the meeting for few minutes because of connect? That makes sense. Seriously, no? So simply, okay, avaruna, it's like okay, done in it. If you don't know, if else, if you don't know indentation, if you don't know colon, bracket, elif, hard, hard. That's it. Right. Hope I completed this part. Done, done. We are coming into these two sections. Similar to repetition like if and else, while also goes the same way. Okay, whatever couple of statement has, okay, compile of statements, but you have to use a colon. Okay, print a equal a plus one. End while click and exit. Exit. I'll also give you in visualization. Okay, like this, you have the statement, This is while statements. And if you write it outside, this is in while. Good to go, good to go. Perfect. Makes sense. Easy. So just moving the cursor to the left, it becomes, yeah, it will exit. It means it is exits. It exits in there. I'll do a code so that it will make sense for you all, okay? Api code so it will make sense for you, right? So if you guys are writing x is equal to 1, while x is less than equal to 5, I'll say print x equal, I will say x plus 1, print x. Now, try to do the code in your head. Dry runs, people knows dry run. Can you tell me what will be the output of this code? X is 1. 1 is less than 5 years. X plus 1, 2. Print 2. Go up. 2 is it less than 5 years. 2 plus 1, 3. Print 3. So 2, 3. Go up. Is 3 is less than 5 years. 4. 4 plus 4. 4 will be printed. 4 is less than 5. So can you tell me what will be the output? Try to do it in your head like little bit may code decay. What is the output of this command? It's not 4. It prints. Hey, common 5 in print x. It's a repetition. It will print 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it's a repetition. 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'll run this run module. Test 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now, why did you get each and every time I'm print karna kota? Why am I getting this 2, 3, 4, 5? If I take him out, what will be my answer? If I exit this, repetition making print statement. After repetition, it will print the value of 5. Two things to notice here. After the repetition, it will print the value of 5. What will be my answer? Here, it will simply print 5. Why? Because in a repetition, when you add it, print, print, print. Print was there in here all the time. Print was a part of the statement. If I indent it, it belongs to while. If I indent it, it belongs to while. But now it is out of the repetition. Okay, now it is out of the repetition. තේරුණාද concept එක? Now it is out of the repetition. Therefore, okay, x equal x plus 1 tamai, it is in the repetition state. X equal x plus 1 tamai, it's in the repetition state. Okay, after repetition is completed, this part is what? End if. After completing only, you're printing it. Spoon feed karanda ba. Again, I'll tell it y'all. Try to grab it easily. Okay. Now, cool. Allah, hold on. Spoon feed karanda. Okay. Especially Baba vela 24 batch ko. Can't stay for class more than 10 minutes or 15 minutes. Sir, enough, sir. Can't, sir. Okay. Right. So this is a part of the repetition. And then, hold on. Right. Check this out. Okay, we'll take these two. Okay, check this out. X equal 1. It is a while statement. While x is less than 5, it will be repeated when the condition is true. Can you remember the condition of a while statement? Repeats when it repeats and end when it's killer. While repetition, it repeats when it's true and it ends when it's false. And then I'll use a box here to show it here. This is the statement repeated by the while. That's the reason you start with 1, you add 1 plus 1, that will become 2, and you print 2. 2, 3, 4, 5. Because of that only, print statement was repeated 4 times. Print statement was repeated again and again. Statement within the loop body. Okay. Now what has happened, Kilagata? This doesn't belongs to it. Now, here what happens is, this x equal x plus 1 only belongs to this loop body. Only he is in. So, because it's indented. As I said, you all, indentation is what it belongs. So, this is the statement within the loop body. Okay. Mere exit or not, I said you all, if you exit the indentation, that's end while or end if. Mere exit vela lijala තියෙන hinda, what happens here? Print x. Once the repetition has ended, for what reason the repetition will end? When the condition becomes false. When will the condition becomes false? When x becomes 5. When x becomes 5, the condition becomes false. 5 less than 5, false. එහෙම වුණොත්, it will come out of the loop. A loop picking එළියට ආපුවාම print x. It will print the value of x. තේරුණාද concept එක? තේරුණාද concept එක? Beautiful. Understood the concept in there. Good to go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. මේක තමයි එන්නේ. Okay, let's try another one. පොඩ්ඩක් ඔළුවෙන් put the oluin karume. Okay, 5 print x. Can you tell me what will be the output of this code? Can you tell me what will be the output of this code? There are two print statements. Shall we decode this? Anyone? Nadi, good, good, Nadi, nice. Let's see the output of this code. Run. When I run, it will print 6, 6. Hard name done in. Okay, again. Hard name done in. Don't basic stick matak run depa. Let's try. What is the statement within the while loop? That is this statement. Okay, nice. Okay. While loop repeats and ends. While loop repeats when it's true and it will go inside the box. While loop ends when it falls and it will come out of it. Is x is less than or equal to 5 true or false? Okay. Haifa, is it true or false, ma? Make x की value is 5. Is 5 less than or equal to 5? True or false? It will become true. If it's true, check my output. X equal x plus 1. What is the initial value of x? 5. 5 plus 1? 6. So what will be my value of x? 6. Print x. 6 will be printed. Okay. Then we have to go in the repetition. Why repetition? Because it should end, you have to keep on repeating till he ends. He ends for what reason? He ends when it becomes false. So now what is the value of x, Hafsa? What is the value of x? 6. Is 6 less than or equal to 5? False. If it's false, it will come out of the loop. That is the reason we print x twice. When you print x twice, you print x within the loop once. Second time when you're printing, that's the exact value of x. තේරුණාද? මේක තමයි logic එක කියලා කියන්නේ. මේක තමයි ගොඩාක් practice කරන්න with logical questions of playing in there. Past papers වල ගොඩාක් questions තියෙනවා ඕන තරම් to play with the logics and stuff. Okay, past papers open කරලා if and else ටිකක් තියෙනවා බලන්න. Now you all can go through. Okay, you have to work for yourself, then only you will understand in there. Right. So I hope I was able to complete up to this. While and else ekai, for loop ekai, and then jump statement. Okay, I will try to, and yeah, I'll try to, because past papers I'm trying to focus in there. Maybe inshallah on a Wednesday I'll try to have an extra session for you guys. Okay, Wednesday ka danda balanna, especially in these concepts, evening hours. Okay, I will try to do it in there. I'll try to do this session completely free also. Okay, online students, external students are on it because you are going to learn it. Okay, however, so I'll also teach you all. So learn these things also. Check this out. Do these exercises also. And that comes to the end of our classroom for today then. See you in next class then. May Allah bless you. Take care. Have a nice day. The recordings will be uploaded in our WhatsApp groups. Okay, until then, bye-bye. Okay, and good night to all of you.